Innovators and entrepreneurs were the leaders in the two major eras in our history. Fur trappers and traders, people in the iron and copper business, people in the lumber and timber industry. They were the people that led us on the way, that showed us the power of Michigan in the natural resources era. Entrepreneurs, such as Kellogg, Ford, Dow, Gerber, and Upjohn. They showed us the way, the power of Michigan during the industrial era. The industrial era in our state will go down in history as one of the world's great economic success stories. It served as a catalyst to change not just our nation, but the entire world. Unfortunately, the last part of the industrial era has been a period of decline in our state, and it has gone on for several decades. We've been shrinking relative to the rest of the country. To put it in perspective, in the 1960s, we had our largest number of seats in the U.S. House of Representatives at 19. In 2012, that number will drop to 14. A loss of 5 seats over 40 years. To put that in perspective, in 2012, we would have lost more representation than over 20 states have for their entire delegation. We've also become a poorer state in relationship to the rest of the country. Our ranking per capita income was 18th in the year 2000, and the most latest status shows us at 37th. But we are not here today to talk about the past. We are here today to move into a bright future. This election was a point of realization. It was the point where we understood that the old ways don't work. It is time to start a new era in our state's history. If we stayed on this current path, we would continue to go downward. This is our moment of opportunity to realize we have a bright future instead of a declining future. As building blocks, we have world-class assets to build upon. Our natural resources, our universities, our manufacturing and industrial base, and most importantly, our people. President Abraham Lincoln was looking to America's future during the darkest times of the Civil War when he said, "The dogmas of the quiet past are inadequate to the stormy present. The occasion is piled high with difficulty, and we must rise to the occasion. As our case is new, so we must think anew and act anew." We can heed his words and enter this new year with a clean slate. Our legacy will be found in the future, the opportunity we create for Michigan's coming generations. The underlying key to success, though, is to change our culture. We need to move from negative to positive. We need to stop looking in the rearview mirror and look towards the future. We need to stop being divisive and become inclusive. We have spent too much time fighting among ourselves and become our own worst enemy. This will not be simple or easy. There are no magic solutions to our problems. But with most problems, there also comes opportunity. I've been hired to represent all the people of the state of Michigan and to move us all forward together. It will require shared sacrifice from all of us. Many have already made sacrifices. Many of us need to join those who have already contributed. When we make changes like this, we are faced with the realization that many of us will have to take a step back in the short term to move us all forward together in the long term. Importantly, as part of this solution, we need to include everyone. Our solution has to address the issue, the challenge of keeping our young people in this state. We must create more and better opportunities and jobs for the underemployed and the structurally unemployed. The reinvention of Michigan must not leave anyone behind. We have a roadmap of how to achieve success. We campaigned on a bold vision, a concise plan, and an attitude of action. Clear, tangible steps. We must do more than just ask our government to do things a new way. We must also ask our people to be part of the solution. As I traveled the state, in every corner of the state, I had mothers, fathers, grandparents come up and say, help us make this a place for our children to either stay or to come back. And they also said, how can we help? It is about all of us working together. Lansing and state government will not be the solution to all our problems. 10 million people working together is the key. I am inspired by the fact that Mayor Bing and Mayor Hartwell have joined us today. We need to put party and geography aside and come together as Michiganders to reinvent our state. I wasn't hired to just be the governor of the state government. I was hired to be governor of the entire state of Michigan. We must all come together to achieve success. It is time to stop fighting among ourselves. It is time to solve problems and to create opportunities. It is also time to be bold. I've been cautioned by many that expectations are already too high. We shouldn't walk away from high expectations. It is time to deliver on high expectations. We need to stop accepting the status quo. Now I want to share one story with you of one of our success stories in the state. A couple, Mike and Stacy Marsh. They started as entrepreneurs. They opened 2 sandwich shops in the Ann Arbor area, yogurt and sandwich. And they were successful, but they had high expectations. They didn't stop there. When they looked at their sandwich business, they realized there was an opportunity to innovate with bread. So they not only made sandwiches, they started baking bread. They innovated on a 10,000-year-old product. And today, they have created an organization called Flat Out Bread that is selling tens of millions of dollars of bread every year. That's the kind of role model in our state, and I want to thank and congratulate Mike and Stacy. They are here today on their success. You are the role models we need for the future. Because they sent us 2 clear messages. With high expectations, you can achieve great results. But also importantly, with respect to innovation, we have to remember, innovation is not about technology, it's a state of mind that we all have the power to do. For the reinvention of Michigan going ahead, at a minimum, we need to commit to the 4 following objectives. Number 1, we will be a globally competitive leader in innovation. Number 2, we will create more and better jobs. Number 3, we will create a bright future for our young people. And finally, we will do this together and not leave some behind. Part of the process is to celebrate some of the great successes we already have going for us. Over the next year, you'll hear of Power of Michigan events to highlight great entrepreneurial and innovation activities in our state. We'll be highlighting things we are already doing. Things such as Art Prize in Grand Rapids, the Accelerate Michigan Innovation Contest in southeastern Michigan, Michigan Tech's Institute for Leadership and Innovation up in Houghton. We have great things going, and we will celebrate them. We all want to live in a state of high expectation.